Welcome back everybody to Dylan's DIY Workshop. Today we are going to be working in the garden, getting it ready. We're going to be planting some radishes, some lettuce, and some romaine. And basically in this video I'm going to be showing you what we do, how we do it, what soil we used, and how we mixed it. So let's go. Alright guys, so for the first project of the day is to make an area for our container tables and our container pots. Alright, so first what we did is we took a tarp from an old canopy and we laid it down so it'll kill the grass and so that grass would not grow up. And then we took old silk fence from a construction site which is up the road who gave it to us for free. And so weeds will not continue to grow up. Alright, now that we've laid down our fabric for weed control, now it's time to put together our planter tables. Alright, now I'm going to show you what we use and how we used it, and remember, everything we use in here, in this video, is recycled material. So first we are going to start with our table. Here we have our table, which is built out of 2x4s that me and my grandfather brought home from an old demo job. And then we have our 2x6, and then we have our plastic containers that we took out of an old plastic cabinet that you can get at Home Depot or somewhere. And then we have our frame, the table frame that we brought home from a thrown out office table that we just took the top off and kept the frame. Alright guys, so now that we have our planter boxes that we got out of our cabinets, here we are going to first cut the sides right here off this part so they fit together better. And then what you want to do is you're going to want to drill holes in the cabinets at the bottom so we have the water, so the water can drain. Alright, so now if we come over here, I'll show you the tools we need for the job. First we need a sawzall so we can cut the edges off the plastic drawers. Then we want an impact drill for the 2x4s with 3-inch deck screws. And then you're going to want to drill with the bit to drill the holes at the bottom. And then you're going to want to tape measure so you can measure how wide the boards need to be separated. Guys, so let's start working on our planter boxes. Our soil for our containers, and here's how we do it. So first we take our potting soil from last year and we mix it in with horse manure that we let sit for over a year or more. And a lot of y'all say that horse manure is not good, but if you let it sit for a year or more and then if you sift it, then it'll turn out great. Because that's what we do. We let it age, we sift it, and then we use it. So now we're going to mix it using our potting soil that from last year, a little bit of horse manure, and then we're going to use potting mix, peat moss, and then when we go to plants, we're going to use blood meal for nutrition. Alright, so now I'm going to show you how we mix our soil. So first you're going to take 2 parts of soil, put it in my redneck wagon, and then you're going to come over here and take 2 parts of horse manure, and then 2-part potting mix, and then 1 part peat moss. And then mix it. Now what we did here is we mixed our soil to put in the potting bins, and we have been using this for years and we liked it, but if y'all have any other type of mixture y'all use, please leave a comment and we'll be interested in hearing it. Alright, now it's time to fill. I really underestimated how much dirt I'm gonna need. I need a lot more, so I got a long road ahead of me. Now that I have my containers filled with dirt, we're gonna be planting radishes, and the two types are Champion and Crimson Giant. And then we are gonna be planting romaine lettuce, and then how we do that is we have our 5 holes, one in each corner and one in the middle. So first what we do is we wanna dig out just enough to where the plant is, the top of the plant is even with the top of the dirt, and then stick it in there. If it's not level, take out a little bit more, set it in there, take your dirt, come back, and then pack it in. One thing you want to keep in mind is to not compact it or push down too hard, and also do not cover up your leaves. Man, this soil, it feels good. I think I did a pretty good job. Nothing like sticking your hand in horse manure. Alright, now that we have everything planted in the bins, we're going to take these and put them in the labels so we know what we planted, so don't throw these away. Now let's head on to the radishes. Alright, so now that we are over here at our radish bins, we're going to take our finger or something and we're just going to scrape to make 3 rows. And keep in mind that you don't want to go too deep. They need to be at least a 1/2 inch deep, no more. And you want to space them out in between the rows. They should be 6 to 8 inches far apart from each other. So then you want to have also 2 seeds per inch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a couple seeds. Since they're really tiny, I'm not going to put a lot in my hand. And I'm going to take 2. I'm grabbing 1 at a time. And I'm going to place them about 1 inch apart. Because once they sprout, you're going to come back and you're going to you're going to move them to so you have 1 every inch, not 2. Alright, so now that we've put the seeds in all of them, in this bin we have Champion, and in this one we have Crimson Giant. So what you want to do once you have them planted is cover them up. But keep in mind is that when you cover them up, just gently do it. You don't want to compact it. You don't want to do this in the middle. Just come from the edges and slowly, gently take your time and barely put some soil on it. when you go to compact it, just barely pat. Same here, just don't get too much soil. Just go from the edges, like that. Take your time. And then kind of barely pat. Alright, now that we have our seeds covered, I didn't want to bored you by putting clips in me just spreading all day, so I went ahead and did it off camera. So I will check in about a week or two. I will come back and show y'all when they're sprouting, and then I'll give you an update, and then when harvest comes, when we're ready to pick them, I will show y'all that. Well, guys, that's the end of the video. If you liked it, be sure to like and subscribe and turn on post notifications so you'll be notified every time I post and upload. And I will see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.